back to another Rosh Reviews, and today we have got a treat because we are sitting in a 2008 FG Super Pursuit, and my goodness, listen to that Boss motor rumble because, oh yes, in the manual, guys, this thing has only done 71,000 kilometers in the blue here. Yeah, this is really special. Now guys, just what was the Super Pursuit? Well, basically, this was like a GTP, but a Ute. So, we've got these awesome, Super Pursuit embroidered leather with Alcantara, heavily bolstered. These things were in the GTPs, and they feel really, really nice. I would love a set of these in my Typhoon. And again, you got the color infotainment system here, the 6-speed manual. This is build number 19. You got the FPV push button start, even though you still got to turn the key, but it's there. You got the wing in the back. Like, yeah, this Ute, oh, it's special. Now under the bonnet, guys, under that glorious bulge, we have got the 5.4 liter naturally aspirated Boss 315 quad cam V8, guys, and this thing, like the motor says, it's pushing 315 kilowatts, and we're talking 551 newton meters. Rear wheel drive. You could have got this in the ZF or the TR6060, which we are driving today, and honestly, this is the way you have to have this vehicle, because it just would not be the same hearing this Boss V8 rumble, in the ZF. It just wouldn't be the same. And I love the ZF. It's amazing gearbox. Really the best option for when you got a turbo barra. But yeah, in a V8, I am definitely a manual guy. Now guys, only 420 of these FG Super Pursuits were ever made, and in a manual, only 120. So they really are rare because, they only came out from 2008 until 2010. And look, this was really when the Boss motor, unfortunately, had to go. It just couldn't meet emissions, because it was just a shame that this motor got discontinued, and, eventually they did bring out the Miami, the supercharged V8, which is an absolute gem. And fun fact, I believe, if this is correct, leave it in the comments, only the Pursuit R-Spec. I think it's just the Pursuit R-Spec. I don't think they call it a Super Pursuit. That was the only Ute ever to get the Miami. So, I think this one right here, this was the last Super Pursuit. And look, just on driving, I gotta say, this actually rides really comfortably. This is basically a stock example. It does just have an exhaust, and I'm really impressed. It sounds like $1 million, this thing. The ride is actually quite nice, soaks up the road well, and it's comfortable. The seats hold you nicely. The steering feels as it is. The front end is heavy. That is a big motor up front. It is a truck motor, the old Boss, but you know what I mean? This thing is just, it's not really for the wines, It's a utility, it's a muscle Ute, it's the Super Pursuit. Get her in a straight line, row some gears. That's what it is all about. But you know what I mean? Going around these corners, it is, you got to fight this thing a little bit because it is heavy, 1.8 ton here, and especially there's a lot of weight up the front. Oh, but just heel toe is nice. The rumble is so good. Yeah, that is what this car is. It's just that cruising feel, rowing gears. Oh, it's beautiful. Now, as you could expect, these 5.4 liter bosses, they are thirsty. And I believe these were actually claimed at consuming nearly 15 liters per 100 Ks. And I believe that. You know, I used to own a Boss 260, so, you know, the baby version of this Ute, basically. And, yeah, she would average like 16, 17 liters. Yeah, it definitely hurts the pocket on fuel, but I tell you what, the noise that just translates through this cabin, the feel of power in the foot, like this thing, you know, it's a Boss still at the end of the day. It might not be an absolute rocket ship, but it just has that feeling of power. Like, it just feels like, you know, you have 551 Newton meters, like, you got some torque here. And, yeah, you know, this thing likes to put it down. That second into third is magic in this thing. It really is. And boy, right now I am missing my old XRA. I tell you guys what, you can just see it on my face. Oh, that noise. That is good. Wow. And in a manual, you know, this thing just feels so solid. Strobes are nice. Clutch is easy enough to use here. Yeah, everything. This feels, oh, credit to the owner, man. This is a beautiful Ute, and it really drives like brand new. See, that is just the only thing about the Boss. You know, you got that noise, you got that instant power feel, but it definitely needs to be high up on the revs to really put that power down, because you know, although you get that beautiful noise, yeah, it doesn't translate to speed so much. But again, you know, it's not slow, but yeah, acceleration is yeah, definitely not as quick. And you know, again, this is what you had to love about these things: live rear axle, leaf sprung, so you could actually use these things if you wanted to as a Ute. You know, unlike some of the Maloos and the Holdens where there were coils in the rear, so, you know, you couldn't put bugger all weight in them. But, yeah, I mean, to be fair, who's going to be doing any utility work in this? Because it is just too damn satisfying to row gears. That's all you're going to be doing. Like, you're only going to be rowing gears. You don't care what the speedo says. Just the noise, the symphony. Oh, it is so nice. Yes. And it's just, again, such a shame that they never continued these. And, you know, FPV lost its way. You know, they got taken down. You know, it just, again, it breaks my heart, because you can see it in this Ute, you know, 2008, you know, we are honestly, you know, coming up to what, 15 years nearly here, getting close, and you could just imagine where this thing would be today if they were still making the V8s, still making these awesome Aussie cars, and manuals. Like, it just does not get better than this. That's why I do say, you know, the mid to end of the late 2000s here, they were the sweet spot. They were the sweet spot. Now, let's just quickly touch on price, because, guys, brand new, this thing was going to be about $63,000 here in Australia. And look, that is a lot of change. You know, that's what I would expect this thing would be worth. You know, big V8, manual, looks as good as it does. The interior is beautiful. Drives this well, like, it's nice. 63 grand is what you're gonna pay. But look, on the used market, especially one like this one we are driving today, mate, you will be lucky even to find one. But if you do, man, you're going to be paying, you know, between 50 to 70 grand, I reckon. For one like this, low Ks, you know, look, if you're really hunting a high kilometer one, 45-ish. But yeah, they definitely are still chasing that money, these things. Now guys, if you're enjoying this type of content, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button, click the bell notification so you do get updated on all my weekly uploads. And guys, again, you know, vehicles like this, you ain't gonna see it anywhere else. Subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for more. And yeah, this really is a super pursuit because, you know, it's a super ute. And although, you know, we're still maintaining a reasonable speed here, man, by the sound of it, you would think we were doing bloody Mach 1. And I love that about this thing. You know what I mean? Who cares if it's not the quickest ute in the world? This thing is downright fun. And just the noise that this thing makes. Oh, and you just feel it throughout the whole ute. Like, it's under the seat, like... Oh, I hope this sound is coming through good, because in real life right now, guys, it's magic. Now, 0 to 100, guys. Look, I actually don't know what this was claimed from factory. I would guess it was probably claimed around the 5.5 second range, but I would expect that maybe in a ZF. We are in the manual here, guys, so look, we're just gonna have to do what we can, and but let's find out. Man, this thing makes you work, and you gotta enjoy rowing those gears in one of these things. But oh baby, we did leave traction control on. That might have affected me a little bit. I know the light came on in first gear, but let's see what the time was. Now look, guys, 0 to 100 was done in 6.5 seconds. I'm actually look, the thing is faster. Let's remember, it's a Boss motor, but 6.5, I was expecting it probably to be around there. You know, look, we're not at the drag strip. I don't have, you know, I'm not a professional race car driver. We could definitely get this thing into the 5s, I think, with practice, but 6.5, first attempt, we'll take it. Now, guys, I am going to finish the video off here today, so look, a huge thank you to the owner for loaning me his 2008 FG Super Pursuit here, because this thing, it is just beautiful. In the blue, you know, in the manual, with that big old Boss. The noise, like, yeah, this was a treat, and I really do miss my old Ute. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. We'll see you on the next one.